Hi everybody, my name is Mrs. Poindexter, and this is going to be your introduction to professional nursing role transition. For many of you, this is going to be your first course back in school on your track for the RN to BSN program. If it is, congratulations, and I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible to kind of get you back into the swing of things. The purpose of this class really is an introduction back into nursing, some principles of nursing from nursing theory to what our role is as a nurse, and also looking forward to our involvement with patients in terms of health promotion and education. You will learn a lot of basics in this course as well that will help you in other courses to make you successful, from doing a proper search for articles to APA formatting, which is something that most students struggle. I know as a non-traditional student myself that some of the issues that a lot of students will have is how to juggle life and school and work. Simply one thing I can tell you from my perspective as an instructor, I really just ask students to be open with their communication with me. If there are issues that are prohibiting you from finishing assignments, you do need to communicate with me, and I will do my best to accommodate you and work with you. Typically, I don't like excuses that I wasn't able to turn in an assignment because of work. But I am reasonable, and if you know other students that have had me, they would say the same. So this video is just going to give you an overview of Blackboard, walk you around, get you familiar with the documents, and we'll kind of go from there. So this is going to be your home page. Starting off with any course, you'll always want to go where it says Start Here. It gives you a refresher of all the resources that are available to you from the library. Also, visiting our School of Nursing homepage talks about some of the technical requirements that are needed, but also there is a white paper that talks about the expectation of practice for RN to BSN. Once you've gone through this, please make sure to click on the confirmation of Start Here completion. This just lets me know that you have reviewed the materials appropriate for this course. After that, we have course documents on the left-handed menu, where it has the introduction for this course video, your course syllabus, assignments at a glance, the calendar, and then there are also some other resources here for distance learners, and also a RN to BSN orientation, especially if you just find you're struggling with some of the components of Blackboard. It can give you a little bit of additional help with that. I would really suggest at least printing up this document, since it will give you a week by week of what assignments are due, and just to show you what that looks like. So right here it gives you a weekly guide. It shows you the week, the modules, the topics that will be covered, assignments that are in addition to readings, PowerPoints, articles, or videos. And simply, if you go through this, use it as your checklist to say, okay, for this week, this is what I have to accomplish. You'll also see here at the top for your discussion boards that your initial post will always be on a Friday, and cross posts will be on a Tuesday, since this course starts on a Wednesday. The due date for all assignments are typically at the end of the week, unless noted with an asterisk. Like you will see week 1, just because I know you're getting into the swing of things, I do allow extensions of some assignments to the end of week 2. And you will see by each assignment it also gives you a percentage, and that's just letting you know what the percentage of that assignment is worth. So as we scroll through the 7 weeks, it's pretty self-explanatory, but again, if you ever have questions, I'll show you where you can post those. Also gives some important dates in terms of withdrawal, and also lets you know the last date of the course and when grades are due into Self-Service Carolina by myself. As we go down through, I do have an announcement link here that just shows you the announcements. This is my way to communicate with you. I will post announcements. You should also get an email that goes to your USC Upstate email account. If you need to email me, please email me only from your USC Upstate account, not your personal email. This announcement forum is also available off the home page as well. Where you'll spend most of your time is in this section of the menu where it says Weekly Work. Under here we have Weekly Guides. You will see that I have each week divided up for you in modules. It's pretty easy to follow when you click on one of the modules. For example, week 1. It will give you an overview, a to-do list, and then access to the week 1 assignments that you can find them all here. You can either scroll through using this tree, or you can always just advance ahead with the pages. And those are the weekly guides. One thing I want to point out that some students have difficulties with, and Blackboard doesn't do a very good job, is showing you where grading rubrics are. For some of the assignments, I have them as an attachment, and other times they are embedded in the submission link. Just because you click on a submission link, you're not forced to submit something. And you can access rubrics there, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So weekly guides. In this course you have 3 discussion boards, but also here there's a forum that you can ask general questions. I will get back to you within 48 hours, a lot of times sooner depending on my schedule. But the weeks that you have discussion boards are week 1, week 2, and week 4. And let's see here. Beyond that, one of your assignments is a brochure infographic, and during that week you will spend time here. But I want to show you where you can find an embedded rubric. So let's go to one of the weeks. So let's look at this weekly guide. Let's look at the last week, because I believe there's one there. So you have rubrics here that are embedded like that. So you can find them and just click on the links. Then for discussion board rubrics, and we'll jump back here again. Let's look at week 2. So if you're going to create a thread, and we'll just go ahead and put test thread. And you'll see here, sometimes depending on your display, if you click on grading information, and right here this little icon actually gives you the rubric, and you can print this up if you'd like, but this is how I will grade you. And also what I've done as well, sometimes you will do your initial post and you'll go back and read it and you'll realize that you have some misspellings. I do allow students to go in and edit their posts. So if you click on your post and click on edit, you're actually able to go ahead and edit your post. Once you make an edit to your post, it will actually, from my end, show me both the time and day you initially posted it and plus your edit date. So don't be concerned if your initial post, when you have that done and then you go back a few days later and see an error, you can make those corrections before I actually grade it. Other resources here under miscellaneous, APA resources. There are several here. And also under your My Grades, it will show you the different assignments and when they are due. And also here, you can access the rubric as well. So there's a lot of different ways that you can access rubrics. This right here shows you that your work is in progress. Typically, when I grade something, you will always get feedback from me, and you'll be able to access it through your My Grades. A few things I want to point out on the syllabus for you. This basically is the meat about the course and gives you an overview, your instructors for the semester, contact information, which is also available on Blackboard, outcomes for this program. Now, under the required materials, the Little Brown Essential Handbook, which is bundled with Pearson Writer, basically helps you with writing. If you have not written a paper, especially in APA format, for several years, this is very beneficial for you in this course and other courses. Some individuals who may have already gone to school and actually are just continuing on to get their RN to BSN, I realize may have some other type of writing software that helps them. If that's the case, you do not have to register for Pearson Writer. It does help you in terms of formatting a paper, creating your resources for the paper, but if you already have that type of program, it's not mandatory. I can tell you the APA handbook, if you have any desires to go on to get your master's after your RN to BSN, which I'm sure may not be on your horizon at this very moment, I would just go ahead and get yourself a used copy of this. It will be very beneficial for you. You do need to have this advancing your career concepts of professional nursing, since you will have to do readings out of it, and a lot of your methodology that you'll use for your final paper comes from this book. So of all things, really it's going to be the textbook for this course. Like I said, the others will simply help you with writing. That's kind of the overview of this course. I know it's pretty quickly done, but I feel the best way for you to navigate a course is just take some time to kind of play around in it and get familiar with the different tools that are available for you in Blackboard. Again, if you have any questions, please use the discussion board appropriately where you have a question, or if it's a little bit of a more personal nature, please email me. Again, my information is found under the course faculty information. This is my email address, and it's probably the best way to get a hold of me because it goes both to my computer and my phone. Look forward to the next 7 weeks and hope you enjoy your summer. Bye-bye.